Okay, let's talk a little bit about cost in Lucidscale. Specifically, let's start with AWS because if you have a Lucidscale license and you also have a license to Lucid Suite, so specifically we'll be working in Lucidchart, Lucid does offer a cost modeling option where you could come over and actually using these AWS APIs or for things that do not have a cost listed in the API, add a custom cost. But what's cool about this is that let's say you want to export a model, maybe a specific application, over to Lucidchart from Lucidscale. You could actually export this out over to Lucidchart, and not only things that were exported directly from Lucidscale, but also just any of the updated AWS shape libraries are going to have this option to add in cost data where you can select size, some of these other options. If you have a company discount, maybe you can apply that and then apply that cost right onto that shape. What's one of the advantages of doing this? Well, as you build out a diagram, potentially it's a future state as you're looking to build out a new part of your application, you can get a rough estimate of how much that's going to cost you. And if you apply the cost data to existing Lucidscale shapes as well, it'll help you see sort of what's the total cost of this application going to be. One thing that's great too is that Lucidchart supports formulas and conditional formatting. So I actually here have kind of a smart header that's actually totaling up the cost of all the shapes here on the page. I have a manually inputted budget, so I can adjust that and see how close we get to going under or over that budget. And I even have some, smart inserted fields here that are calculating, are we under or over, and a nice dynamic shape that's also going to show me how close we are to hitting that budget. So, I'm going to ruin this diagram a little bit, but you can see how it ticks up. And, in this case, it ultimately even gets a little alert like, hey, you are definitely over budget here. And if I hovered over that icon, sorry, I dropped a line there accidentally. But if you hovered over the icon, it would tell you that it's, over budget there. So this is a really great capability. I'm clicking everywhere today, where you can come in and start to model out potential future cost. You can even actually pull a CSV of everything kind of on the page and the costs of all those different resources. So this is specific to AWS. You need a Lucid Suite and a Lucidscale license. But with this, you could model out what a future cost for some application or part of your infrastructure might be.